Hey everyone, today we'll be making smartphone holograms using a few easy to find pieces and your very own smartphone. If you need to follow step-by-step instructions, we'll have a Google Doc that lays out everything you need and what you need to do step by step, and that will be attached to the video when it goes up. So first, here are the things you'll need: a pair of scissors, a Sharpie or another pen that writes on plastic, some tape, a piece of paper that you can cut, a ruler, and plastic. This is the container or the lid from a container of strawberries, but you can use any kind of plastic that you can find. It's just that this is easier to cut than a lot of other plastics. So the first thing that you'll want to do is cut out, using your paper and the ruler, a little trapezoid, something like this. It measures 1 centimeter across, 3.5 centimeters down, and on the bottom 6 centimeters. And this will be your template to making the thing that goes on top of your phone. Once you have that cut out, you'll want to place the trapezoid on your plastic like this, and you'll want to make sure that you trace it. Trace the template all the way around, so that you know exactly where you're supposed to cut. And you'll want to do that 4 times so that you get 4 separate trapezoids. Once you're done, it will look something like this, and you'll want to make sure that you fit it all the way around before you start cutting them. You can also use multiple lids or however you want to lay them out. It doesn't matter. Once you've got that cut out, you'll wind up with 4 pieces of plastic that will look something like this. They might not all be even necessarily, but that's perfectly fine. They don't need to be even. Well, they don't need to be perfect. And once you've done that, you'll want to make sure that you tape them together. You can also glue them, but I find tape to be easier to set up and less likely to fall apart. And what you'll want to do is you'll want to carefully line the edges up so that the smaller edges go next to each other. And the way I would do that is I would just take the piece of tape and put it on one end, and then I would grab my second trapezoid, which is very hard to see just because it's clear plastic. But you'll want to stick them together, and you'll want to make sure that the edges are even on the bottom so that it looks a little something like this. And you'll want to do that with all 4 pieces. And sometimes it can be hard to get them to stick to each other, but you can just pull the tape off and redo it. It's not a big deal if it doesn't work the first time. And then once you've done that and they're all stuck together, you'll have something that looks a little bit like this. It's like an upside down pyramid with the little bit of the holes in here. And once they're all together like that, it will be able to stand up right on your smartphone, just like this. And now for this part, you'll need somewhere dark. In our Google Doc, there are a pair of YouTube videos that will play it will play a video filled with four little things all along the end. And you'll want to put your smartphone hologram right in the middle. And you'll want to make sure that you have it on a flat surface so that it doesn't slide all across. When you hold it up like this in the dark, you'll be able to see the object spinning through your hologram.